Hey everybody, welcome to our last week of class for Summer 1. This week you're going to be focusing on the analysis of student learning assignment as well as state and federal policies with regards to accountability and testing. So let's have a quick look over everything that you're going to be up to this week, and as always, if you have any questions, if you need assistance, if you would like to have me walk through anything with you one-on-one, please just shoot me an email. I'm very happy to take the time to meet with you. So the first thing that you should do, if you haven't already done so, I did put this on last week as well, is check out the analysis of student learning assignment. So the first thing I would say is go down here to the project resources and open up the directions and the template and have a look through the directions first. As I mentioned on the overview video, you can feel free to work on this assignment with a partner if you prefer, or you can work by yourself. And so you're going to select one of the sets of work samples that are here, and you're going to be looking at what was the task, how did the students respond to the task, how would I assess them given the rubric that I'm provided, and what types of feedback would I provide to the students. You're also going to be looking at the extent to which you feel the assessment is a valid assessment given the learning targets. So that's thing number one. You want to get started on that. I'm asking for you all to submit a draft of that assignment, the whole thing actually, by the end of the day on Tuesday, so that I have enough time to read everybody's and give feedback. The final project is due on Friday. If Tuesday seems rough for you and you need to submit it Wednesday morning or something like that, please drop me an email. I can be a little bit flexible. I just didn't want to put the due date till Wednesday because then I wouldn't have your feedback in time for it to be useful for you. So that's that. So yeah, I made an overview of the assignment. It's probably fairly helpful for you to look at that, so I would recommend that you look at that. The other video that I posted here is one that shows teachers providing feedback in a group setting with one another, talking through, hey, based on how the kids responded, what can we tell was the goal that the teacher had? Is that the same as the goal that the teacher did actually set for the task? So it's kind of an interesting video. And then this video is just a short explainer about validity and reliability if you need a refresher on that. So that is the content that is relevant to the analysis of student learning assignment. So that's the main assignment that y'all are going to be working on this week. So in terms of the content topics that we're going to be focused on, like I said, we're going to be focusing on state and federal policies that relate to testing, teacher quality, all that good stuff. So this, the content here, I have a little PowerPoint and lecture about state and federal policies, kind of talk about the North Carolina Department of Instruction and the State Board of Education. Please do check out the North Carolina plan for, this is our Every Student Succeeds Act plan. This short Ed Week article explains some of the key changes between No Child Left Behind and Every Student Succeeds. You may already be familiar with that law because it's been in place for a couple of years, but you might want to just have a look through that and then check out our plan. This is a newspaper article, okay, from the NC Policy Watch, just about the fact that our superintendent stated that he would like to reduce the number of tests, but current legislation makes that challenging. So kind of talks about the struggles with that. So that's state and federal policy. This week, we're going to be having our online discussion about state and federal policy and accountability. So the other resources that I have for you all are our NAEP achievement data, and this is just like a little PDF that shows the assessments that are used in North Carolina and our school performance report. This is like for all of for the whole state. Schools are graded, and it kind of talks about school performance grades here. And I'm going to be asking you in our discussion forum, we're going to talk about what you think about that. There is also, I linked a video that relates to individualized student report documents, and those are the documents that the student and the family themselves get after they do like the EOGs or they do their end of course assessments. So those can be challenging to figure out, so that's why Jen made a video for us. As well, I linked to the North Carolina School Report Card website. Normally, we would spend a little more time exploring those websites because they do have some useful data in them. And we have like a scavenger hunt, an exploration scavenger hunt. If you're interested in doing that, this is not a graded assignment because we just have a lot that you do need to do that is graded for this week. But if you're interested in exploring the School Report Card website, that can be helpful. And then this is a presentation related to standardized testing, what goes into making standardized tests, and what are some sources of bias, things like that in standardized tests. Okay, and then the last topic this week relates to teacher evaluation, which may be looming on the horizon for some of y'all. This is the link to all of the information that you would need to know about the North Carolina Educator Evaluation System, our manual for teacher evaluations, and this presentation is from the Director of Accountability for Hickory City Schools, and she comes down every year and provides a lecture during our face-to-face classes. This particular one was recorded a few years ago. It has, but I don't think a lot has changed in the evaluation system in that time. But in any case, the presentation itself is up to date, though. Okay, I think that's about it, y'all. If you have any questions or issues, just let me know, and I hope you have a great last week of your classes.